I don't know if any of you have read my book. It's called Madam Ambassador, the Shoemaker's Daughter. But it's my memoirs. I wrote about my whole life, you know, and told a little bit about my Mexican dad and how he had come with a Mexican circus. And I talked about a little bit about growing up very, very poor. And you know, today people don't really understand poverty in this country, because today there's somebody that'll give you some food, or there's somebody that'll give you shelter. Even when you're homeless, there's a little bit of help in this country for everybody. Well, at that time, you know, like 1,000 years ago when I was born, we didn't have any of these things. When you were poor, you were really poor. You went to bed hungry. And I grew up in a family where we were very proud. We were very, very poor, but nobody was to know we were very poor. So we got scrubbed very clean, and we were so clean, patches upon patches, but to the world we presented that we were just like everybody else, even though we had gone to bed hungry, or we had just had a few beans that had been cooked and were really soupy. And so guess what, guys? I was really skinny because we didn't have enough to eat. But we had a mother that kept saying, mis hijitos con la educación salen de esta pobreza. And you know, she really thought that if we got educated, we'd get out of poverty. And so I have a brother and a sister, and all three of us decided that through education we were going to make it. And so we studied very hard, some things that we liked and some things that we didn't, but we studied hard, and we were polite. And we said yes ma'am and no ma'am, and in fact not no ma'am not very often, because it was mostly yes. You agree with teachers. You have to pay attention to the system to see how it works. If you're going to make it, you can't be saying no to everything that people want you to do to advance. If they say read, you have to read. If they say you're going to write a paper, you write a paper 10 times so that you hand in the very best paper that you can. Well, these things that I'm sharing are things that I did to get out of poverty, to get good grades and move ahead. Can you imagine the daughter of a Mexican immigrant becoming an ambassador? That means I represented President Carter overseas in another country, that I had a red phone that I could pick up and call President Carter. I mean, those are really powerful things. Yet I continued being the same Mari-Luci that had grown up in Las Vegas, New Mexico, because we have certain values that were implanted in us of the importance of people.